Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Unfortunate, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come check out my little old corner of the internet. Today I have something very fun to share with you. It's near and dear to my heart because it's not every day that your boyfriend wants to build you a shell in the game. That's right. I had my boyfriend create a shell for me in The Sims 4. He wanted to. I didn't force him or anything. And that's me working on it right now. I did a little bit of a turnaround at the very beginning of the video. If you saw that, that is his actual shell. You'll notice that I'm adding a garage at the bottom. I did get his permission. I want to make sure it was okay because I had a certain vision in mind for this specific build, and he said it was fine. So that is the only part that I add on the exterior, and it is actually completely separate from the shell itself. For those of you that don't know, my boyfriend and I are in a long distance relationship right now. It wasn't always that way. We have lived together. It's just that he had to move back to California for some family matters, to help take care of some family. I miss him a lot, but he is able to come see me every month. I feel really bad because he pays for the plane tickets every time, but he wants to come see me, so I'm very grateful for that, and we have a lot of fun every time I do get to see him. That's why a lot of times I will try to pre-record for a good week in advance so that I can make sure that I can have plenty of time to hang out with him. In this shell, I actually just kind of put him up on a canvas. I call lots canvases. I opened up a lot and I let him do his thing. And he created me a shell that I at first did not think I could work with at all. I was like, how does this even work? How's the floor plan even gonna work? I don't know. I don't think I can. And he claims to this day that he knew what he was doing and was wondering knew what he saw in it and was wondering if I would do what he saw. And I don't know. Anyways, he claims to have had a plan, and I'm calling BS because this is a crazy kind of shell. Anyways, after staring at it for a very long amount of time, I was finding the only way that I can go with this is modern. It's the only way. And I was like, I really wanted to try to force something else, but I don't mind modern. I haven't minded modern a lot lately. And I did a modern build about 2 weeks ago, and this was a build for a single mother with 2 twin daughters, and it was a two-bedroom mansion, a 2-bedroom modern house. And I thought the story for this house could be a single father of 2 twin daughters. You see where I'm going with this? I'm thinking this was the guy that the wife divorced, the single mother divorced, which would be the twins' dad. And I think he is very egotistic. I think he thinks that his money talks a lot for him. And I know that deep down inside, he probably loves his daughters. Not probably, he does love his daughters, but the only way that he knows how to properly show his love to them is through money. And of course, he wants to hold that above their mother's head because they're divorced. So he has gotten both of his daughters their own bedrooms in this house. So this is a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. And the reason why there's 4 bathrooms is because in the garage section there is a guest bedroom. Oh wait, hold on. So then it's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, but the guest area is an actual guest house. It's like a tiny guest house. It's got 1 bedroom, a kitchenette, and a bathroom in the garage part. And the garage is fancy. I have a really nice car. I say nice, the nicest car I could find parked in the garage. I wanted to set it up kind of like a place where he might go and just sit down and drink a glass of, I don't know, whatever rich people drink. And he just sits there with his friends and stares at his car or something. Maybe that's what he does. So that's what the whole garage is about. And of course, like I said, there's a guest bedroom down there. And then you'll see the tower, which is one of my most favorite parts of the exterior. It's absolutely useless. There's nothing in it. There's nothing for it. The only thing is that when you look straight on at the house, I wanted it to look like that was an elevator, like you went up there to get to the house, which is not the case. You have to walk up the ramp that I built with the terrain to get up there. And I will warn you guys, those who want to play this in their game, it takes a hot second to get up there. Sorry about that. I really wanted a dramatic look though. And there may have been a way that I could make the tower work work, but with it being at like different levels and everything, I'm not sure. So the other thing that I did with the build that isn't quite traditional is I did do a lot of cutouts. So I kind of did indents into the original shapes that my boyfriend created for me, so I could create more of a modern look, if you will. I also did a few pop outs and whatnot. You would not traditionally mess with anything like any walls in a shell. However, I did get his permission, and if you look, the actual shapes themselves were never really lost. They were just, you know, like detailed more, if you will. And of course, I got the permission for the garage and the tower. I can't remember if I already said that or not, but I did ask. I was like, are you okay if I build like a garage down here? Because I had this whole vision and I wanted to really make this an actual cave house. I've never done a cave house before. Basically what that means is I was going to engulf everything in rocks, and the only thing you would be able to see were like the windows poking out. I decided against that because when I got to the point that I did with the rocks in this build, I really liked it. It looked like a really nice like mountain house, like it was carved into the side of the mountain or something. I mean, it could be something else that he's rich enough to do, who knows? You know, to me it looks like he's compensating, but you know, whatever. Dude's got his own kind of way of life. We also did add some greenery into the bump ins and outs that I did throughout the mansion, I guess I could call it. There was a lot of black and white. I wanted to do black and white because I already did red and black in my other modern build, and I wanted to do black and white on the exterior because it's very traditional for modern builds, I feel like. Also, to break up all that black and white, where we have some of the indents and outdents of the detailing that I did on the boxes themselves, I actually put down some terrain, or not terrain, sorry, astroturf, and we ended up putting a bunch of like flowers and greenery just to really give it some more color other than black and white. You'll notice that there's a lot of eco lifestyle on the exterior. That is because there is, and I used a lot of the wooden accent pieces to really give it even more of a modern look, or I'm attempting to. And yes, I absolutely love the way the tower turned out and the way that I placed the wooden pieces there. I thought that was really cool. Another thing that I do want to mention about the build is that there is a ton of packs in this build. I was going to do limited pack, but I've been so good lately that I decided I'm just going to do a build. But I did a build with, I want to say like maybe a handful of packs, but they're what I would consider more the popular packs, I believe, you know, the ones that I hear about the most. So hopefully you have them. If not, if you at least have eco lifestyle on the exterior, you're good to go. That's really all you need. Oh, and cats and dogs, because you guys know I love those rocks. I actually recorded the interior as well in this video, which means I might not do the little segment where I break away and kind of pull pieces of things apart for you guys. You guys will be able to see me create them in the video itself. I had been getting a lot of requests lately to show everything, so I'm going to go ahead and do my best to do that. Most of the time when I just do the exteriors, because it's a really big build and I don't want to sit here and waste all of your time. Well, not waste it necessarily, but I want to retain it, if that makes any sense. At the end of the day, I am someone who's trying to become actual content creator for my career. I think that'd be just the dream. It'd be so fun to be able to just do this for a living. So I gotta listen and kind of understand what it is that you guys are looking for. And a lot of you guys wanted the interior, so I'm gonna go ahead and start including that as well. Let me know if you would like me to bring back the explaining segments. Maybe you can watch this and then tell me if you think it's still necessary. Obviously, we did not record the bathrooms or anything like that. We're heading on into the garage here, and I decided to use a lot of eco lifestyle here as well. You'll notice that it's very simple, very clean. There's not a lot of clutter throughout this build. It's just everything makes sense, and I think I absolutely love this room. In the garage, it's one of my favorite because the wood really complements everything. When we start going higher up into the mansion, you'll notice that it's a lot of cream, a lot of white, and then we'll pop into some color, and then it's back to cream and white in the gym on the very top floor. Something weird about this house though as well is that there is some ladders. I couldn't get the floor plan to work with staircases, so we decided to go ahead and just do ladders, and I I think it's okay because the way that I did the ladders is that when you go up the first ladder, and that's going to be the twin girls' rec room, if you will, like the room where they can go do homework or they can hang out and whatnot. And then if you go up one more set of ladders, it's the gym. So I try to make it like to where maybe the dad is like, maybe he's a doctor, maybe he's a some sort of health nut, and he wants to keep his daughters active, so he is gonna do something fun like adding ladders into this specific part of his house so that they can have fun climbing them and getting to the gym and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna kind of play it off like that. Sorry if it doesn't seem very reasonable, but that's how it's gonna be. Absolutely love the main floor of the house. I love it because you can stand in one corner and look across to the other corner, and it just looks really cool. It looks like an actual legit modern house. So I am pretty proud of myself for the interior on this one. I know it's a bit simple, but I think that's what you really need in these types of builds. It's just simple and clean and to the point. I just had a lot of fun decorating this. It was very relaxing and just a nice breath of fresh air from just clutter, clutter, clutter. Not saying I don't like doing clutter. I mean, I can get lost in some serious clutter, but it's nice to just be able to decorate and just be like, okay, yeah, I can move on. I mean, that's furnished enough because that's the style we're going for. Did use a lot of Snowy Escape as well. I used a lot of pretty much any packs that you think have aesthetics to it. I used a lot of base game as well, so you'll see that throughout the build. One of my favorite pieces on the main floor is the glass wall behind the staircase and the pantry. The pantry is really cool because I noticed this in my grandparents' house. They have like a mini mansion, or it's not like a huge house, but it's a pretty big house, and they have a kitchen that's just nice, clean, and beautiful, and then all the mess happens in the pantry, which is kind of funny. So we put like the microwave and the refrigerator and the sink and the dishwasher and everything that'd be kind of cluttery. We put that in the pantry, which has glass walls looking out into the main floor. And then in the kitchen, we just have a really nice clean slate. There's nothing there. There's nothing even hanging on the wall. I absolutely loved that. And it's not like even like a feeling of laziness. It's just a look, it's just a look. Oh, something else I should mention, another pack that some of you may not have, which is totally fine. Some Journey to Batuu in this build, but you do not need to have it to actually download this because I decided that the father would be really into Star Wars. So he has a lot of collector's editions kind of laying around the house, not laying around, but displayed around the house. So if you happen to see that in the gallery, don't worry, that's all it is. And it's very there's not a lot of it, so you can replace it easily with something else. We're gonna start moving on to the upper floor or the middle floor. Well, actually, I don't even know. I think there's 4 floors total to this house. So the second floor is going to be where the teenagers' bedrooms are and where their rec room is. However, if they're in their bedroom and they want to get to their living room or game room, they actually have to go back downstairs and then they have to climb the ladder to go into their rec room, which I know it's a little ridiculous, but remember, it's part of the story. We have a health nut father who's super rich and can just spend his money on dumb decisions like that and decided to make it fun for everyone, and you have to climb the ladder to get up there. So that's how it is. I love the twins' bedrooms because their bedrooms are identical as far as furniture goes, but one's pink and one's blue. And I really liked that because it had wonderful pops of color. I also really like the white brick. I'm obsessed with the white brick. I don't know if you've noticed. When it comes to modern, I should say I'm obsessed with the white brick. And I know there's several different kind of styles of modern, but I don't know what mine is because it's not like hardcore like cold, right? Maybe this bedroom is. The master bedroom might be a little bit cold, but I don't know. I think pops of color are very important, and I try to keep them very like tight, like not tons of color, but like a color theme almost. We're gonna be heading up to the dad's bedroom, and in this bedroom I had a lot of fun. He gets his own like floor to himself, and in his bedroom I imagine a lot of concrete, wood, and red walls. So he's got red paint on the walls, but he also has like a cold concrete and then warm wood floors, and his bed is made up of 3 different single beds. So I thought that might give the look of a king-sized bed. And behind the king-sized bed for the headboard, I used the Snowy Escape it's not a headboard, it's a sign, but I turned it into a headboard. I thought that was kind of neat because I don't know, it'd give it like a little bit of his own statement, And you can can imagine what any occupation this guy might have. I mean, he might be like a scientist or just a doctor, or I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's funny because in my last video, a lot of people are like, well, that mother must be really rich. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder what she does do, because, you know, modern houses are expensive. They're not cheap. Forgot to mention real quick though, I want to sneak it in the rec room, or the teens room, had a really neat wall design. Not sure if you guys caught that. You'll see that in the tour. But the gym's real simple. We just have a few pieces to work out on, and we got the climbing machine on the outside and some yoga meditation areas for the girls out there too. This is the end of the video, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this build, and I really appreciate you all for stopping by. Don't forget to hit like if you liked this, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to be a part of my fam. Take care, and I love you all super, super much, and I think I already said that. Bye. Mwah.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. All in when I show up, whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate.